Hello everyone! Welcome back to our mathematics online video tutorial. Before we begin, please grab a notebook and a pen for you to jot down notes while the discussion is ongoing. Please listen attentively and always practice personal hygiene protocols at all times. Teacher Christine nga pala, at your service!
Good day everyone! So we are now in quarter 3, week 5 of Mathematics 7. We are going to discuss about polygons, its definition, parts, and classification. So I suggest that you watch the video up to the end to gain extra points. Here is our objective. We are going to illustrate polygons according to its convexity, angles, and sides. Before we start illustrating polygons, we need to first define it. Polygon came from the Greek word poly, which means many, and gon, which means angles. So poly plus gon equals polygon, which means many angles. Another definition is that a polygon is a figure that is made up of 3 or more line segments. It is a closed plane figure and its segments joined at their endpoints. So now let's take a look at these examples. In here, the figures at the left side are not polygons, and the figures at the right side are polygons. So let's take a look again at the definition. A polygon is a figure that is made up of 3 or more line segments, and it is a closed plane figure that its segments join at their endpoints. If you look at the first figure, there is an opening. That means that it is not qualified as a polygon. The next one, it is a closed plane figure, but then aside from its segments joined at their endpoints, there is also an intersection in between the segments. The third one is closed, but it is not made up of pure line segments. Some of its parts are curved lines. Therefore, if a figure has curved lines, then it is not considered as polygon. At ang ating pang-apat na example ay isang tatlong dimensional na figura. So base sa ating definition, ang isang polygon ay dapat na sarado at patag na figura. So ang 3-dimensional na figura ay hindi halimbawa ng isang polygon. The following figures at the right side are examples of polygons. Kung mapapansin ninyo, lahat ng figures ay inilalarawan ng definisyon ng polygon. Lahat ay sarado, patag, walang curved lines, at ang mga endpoints lamang ang kanilang intersection. So lahat ng mga ito ay polygons. We are through with the definition, so let's now take a look at the parts of a polygon. We have here the angle, the side, its diagonal, and the vertex. So ano nga ba ang sides? Sides are line segments which are connected to each other and intersect at their endpoints. Vertex or vertices. Ginagamit natin ang vertex kung isang point lamang at ang vertices naman kung dalawa o higit pang point ang nagamit. Vertex is the intersection of two line segments. The next part are the diagonals. A diagonal is a segment joining non-consecutive vertices. And the last part of a polygon is the angle. An angle is formed by each pair of adjacent sides. Adjacent meaning magkasunod na side. May dalawa tayong klase ng angle. The first one is the interior angle. These are angles inside of a polygon formed by two adjacent sides. So may clue tayo dito. Interior or in meaning sa loob. At ang pangalawang klase naman ng angle ay ang exterior angle. Exterior angles are angles formed when one side of a polygon is extended and adjacent to an interior angle. So ang clue naman natin dito ay exterior or ex meaning exit or sa labas, or external. There are also classifications of polygons. We can classify them as regular or irregular polygons, concave or convex, and also we can name it according to its number of sides. So the first classification of polygons is according to its convexity. The green one is an example of a concave figure or concave polygon, and the yellow one is an example of a convex polygon. So here is the definition for a concave and a convex polygon. For a concave polygon, it is like a cave and has indentations. It is a polygon that has at least one angle that measures more than 180 degrees or a reflex angle. It is also a polygon for which there is a line containing a side of the polygon and a point in the interior of the polygon. For a convex polygon, it has no indentations. It is a polygon with no angles measuring more than 180 degrees and no line containing a side of the polygon that contains a point in its interior. Another classification of polygons is according to its side lengths. A regular polygon is a polygon where all sides are equal in length and all angles have the same measure. Best examples of these regular polygons are equilateral triangles and square. Kung mapapansin ninyo, naglagay ako ng mga marka sa equilateral triangle at ng square. Ibig sabihin nito, kung pare-pareho ang bilang ng mga marka na nailagay, ay pare-parehas din ang sukat ng mga sides nito. Aside from a regular polygon, we also have an irregular polygon. So these polygons have one or more sides that do not equal the length of the others. Kung mapapansin nyo rito, hindi pare-pareho ang bilang ng mga marka na nailagay sa mga sides. The next classification of polygons is according to the number of sides and their angle measures. Una, ikla-classify natin ang mga polygons base sa bilang ng kanilang mga sides. For the 3 sides, we have here the triangle, 4 sides, quadrilateral, 5 sides, pentagon, 6 sides, hexagon, 7 sides, heptagon, 8 sides, octagon, 9 sides, nonagon, 10 sides, decagon, 11 sides, undecagon, 12 sides, dodecagon, and n sides is we call them n-gon. So n stands for the number of sides. For example, if we have 15-sided polygon, so it will be named as 15-gon. Next is we classify them according to their angle measures. For a 3-sided polygon or a triangle, the sum of the interior angles is equal to 180 degrees. For a quadrilateral, we have 360 degrees. For a pentagon, we have 540 degrees, hexagon, 720 degrees, heptagon, 900 degrees, and so on. As you notice here, we only add up 180 degrees for an additional side. So if we connect only one vertex to every vertices of a figure, then we can form triangles. And we know that the sum of the interior angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degrees. Therefore, the number of triangles formed using one vertex connected to other vertices or to all the vertices of the figures is to be multiplied by 180 degrees in order to get the sum of the interior angles of that figure. So we came up with the formula, the quantity n minus 2 times 180 degrees, where n stands for the number of sides. For example, we have here quadrilateral. A quadrilateral has 4 sides. So by substituting 4 into the formula, we will get 4 minus 2 is equal to 2, and then we will multiply 180 degrees, then the result is 360 degrees. If you want to check manually, then you choose a vertex from that quadrilateral and then you connect it to all the vertices of the quadrilateral. Then you will notice that you can form 2 triangles in a quadrilateral. So therefore, there are 2 triangles multiplied by 180 degrees, then you will have the result as 360 degrees. We have classified polygons according to its convexity, its sides, and its angles. So now, let us define some of these polygons. A triangle is the simplest polygon. It has 3 sides and the sum of the angle measures in a triangle is 180 degrees. There are 2 types of triangles. One is according to side measurements. We can classify them as scalene, isosceles, and equilateral triangle. For the scalene, no sides are equal. For the isosceles, 2 sides are equal. And for the equilateral, all sides are equal. Another classification of triangle is according to angle measurements. We can name them as acute, right, and obtuse triangle. For acute triangle, each angle is greater than 1 degrees but less than 90 degrees. For the right triangle, one angle measures exactly 90 degrees. And for the obtuse triangle, we have one angle measures greater than 90 degrees but lesser than 180 degrees. Quadrilaterals. A quadrilateral is a 4-sided polygon with the sum of the interior angles of 360 degrees. And there are several types of quadrilateral. The first one is the rectangle. Any quadrilateral where all 4 angles are right angles. In a rectangle, we can also say that there are 2 pairs of opposite sides which are congruent. And then the next one is the square. It is a quadrilateral with 4 equal sides that meet at 90-degree angles. The next one is the rhombus. It is a quadrilateral where all four sides are equal in length. The difference between a square and a rhombus is that in a rhombus, all the sides don't need to meet at 90-degree angles. The fourth one is the trapezoid. It is a quadrilateral that has exactly one pair of parallel sides. And the last one is a parallelogram. It is a quadrilateral with two sets of parallel sides. Pentagon. A pentagon is a five-sided polygon with 540 degrees as the sum of its interior angles. A hexagon is a six-sided polygon and the sum of the angles is 720 degrees. A heptagon is a seven-sided polygon wherein the sum of its interior angles is equal to 900 degrees. An octagon is an eight-sided figure. The sum of the interior angles is equal to 1080 degrees. A nonagon is a nine-sided figure in which the sum of its interior angles is equal to 1260 degrees. And a decagon is a 10-sided figure. Its sum of the interior angle measures 1440 degrees. Polygons are not just mathematical figures, they are also seen in real life. Some are made up of stones. A honeycomb is a polygon-like structure, a starfish, and you can see them on streets as placards or as signboards. For your activity in this video, you are to observe and collect different objects or figures of polygons inside your house or within your surrounding using your camera or cell phones. Then you classify these polygons as regular or irregular polygon, convex or concave, and according to the number of sides. You will send these pictures with descriptions directly to my Messenger account. If you have presented 5 correct real-life examples of polygons, then you will get 5 extra points. 4 correct real-life example for 4 points, 3 correct examples for 3 points, 2 correct examples for 2, and 1 correct example for 1 point. These points will be added to your scores in the performance task. So what are you waiting for? Go get your notes in camera and start taking pictures of polygons. Now we are through with the discussion and I hope you learned so much about polygons. But before you do your activity for today, let us first summarize what you have learned through a music video.
Tri is a prefix, that means 3. Triangles have 3 sides like a sail on the sea. Quad, a prefix, that means 4. Quadrilaterals have 4 sides like a door. Penta is a prefix that means 5. Pentagons have 5 sides like a school zone walk sign. Hexa, a prefix that means 6. Hexagons have 6 sides like a bolt we twist.
Tri means 3 and quad means 4. Penta means 5 and hexa means 6.
Hepta is a prefix that means 7. Heptagons have 7 sides like Orion in the heavens. Octa is a prefix that means 8. Octagons have 8 sides like a stop sign shape. Nona is a prefix that means 9. Nonagons have 9 sides like a Y on a road sign. Deca, a prefix that means 10. Decagons have 10 sides like a starfish in the ocean.
Hepta means 7. Octa means 8. Nona means 9 and deca means 10.
Triangle,
What shape is this?
quadrilateral,
What shape is this?
pentagon,
What shape is this?
hexagon,
What shape is this?
heptagon,
What shape is this?
octagon,
What shape is this?
nonagon,
What shape is this?
decagon.
Tri means three, quad means four, penta means five, and hexa means six. Hepta means seven, octa means eight, nona means nine, and deca means 10. Tri means three, quad means four, penta means five, and hexa means six. Hepta means seven, octa means eight, nona means nine, and deca means 10.
Two last things before we go. A polygon has to have straight sides, you know, and a polygon has to be a close shape. The vertices and sides can't have any breaks. So is this a polygon? No. But is this a polygon?
Thank you for listening, dear students. So I hope you learned so much about our lesson for today. So for your activity, meron kaming nilagay na 2 activity sheets ng math sa inyong envelopes. So yung mga activities na yon is meron tayong week 5 and week 6. Yung week 5 natin is sasagutan ninyo for today. And just watch this video over and over until you understand all the concepts para mas madali ninyong sagutan ang inyong activity sheets. And then for next week naman is you will be answering learner activity sheet in math for week 6. So just wait, and we will be posting another video for your reference. Kung meron kayong katanungan, just contact us. Merong nakalagay na numbers sa inyong envelopes. Miss Lyril Miriana Gali is also your teacher in math. So, pwede nyo kaming i-contact, and then you can PM us in our messenger account.